G'day and welcome to the Whitsundays. Right now I'm basking in balmy spring weather at Port of Airlie, a lifestyle marina in the heart of Airlie Beach. It's part of the Dalbora Marina network that stretches from southern Victoria right up to northern Queensland. It's where people come not just for a sea change, but a coral sea change. So stay tuned as we check it out. My introduction to this magnificent region came with holidays aboard charter boats, which were all too brief and all too infrequent. My wife would actually cry on the runway as we left. So how good is it that you can berth your boat right here and enjoy it with your own family time and again? Back then you had to trek 12 k's over the hill to Shute Harbour to get a ferry or a tour boat. But Port of Airlie changed all that when it was opened 10 years ago. It brings everything closer to this main tourist centre. Just walk a few minutes into town for your shopping or dinner. There's also some great cafes, restaurants and shops right here at the marina. Not to mention arguably the finest cruising destination in Australia, if not the world, just on my right hand side. Each year, Port of Airlie is host to its own race week ahead of the iconic Hamilton Island series, and the local game fishing club also holds some major tournaments here. There is no such thing as winter in these waters, so it's definitely worth the trip. Just as boats have become more lifestyle oriented over the years, so have marinas. Those creaky old tin boat sheds of the past have made way for clean, modern, environmentally friendly facilities like Dalbora Port of Airlie. Joining me now is Christy Cunningham, the marina manager here. And Christy, first question, have you got the best job in the world or what?
Yeah, I do, Mark. It's we live in a great destination here, and who wouldn't love this as their own office? And yeah, we have a great team here at Port of Airlie, and we all work really well together to ensure that our guests do have the best time when they do arrive here.
Tell us about the facilities on offer at Port of Airlie.
Yeah, we've got a 200 berth marina here with great modern marina lounge and laundry facilities that are available 24/7 to our guests. We've got right here on the doorstep of the marina some nice restaurants and cafes, and we've also got hairdresser and day spa for that extra R&R if they'd like to visit those while they're staying here. And also if they've got visitors arriving here at Port of Airlie, we've got the boathouse apartments right on our doorstep, so it's great for our guests.
The weather isn't always beautiful one day and perfect the next in the tropics, so tell us about the safety and security protocols you have here.
Yeah, we do have a comprehensive storm procedure manual that we do follow, and it has been tried and tested in the past. All our customers get a copy of that when they arrive, and as long as everyone follows that, we have the best outcome that we possibly can, with human safety is obviously #1 priority here in the marina.
What about the security? I notice it's all gated.
Yeah, we do have full locked system on all of the marinas with all cameras showing recorded 24/7 back into our office. They're only accessible via key, so when the guests arrive they do get a coded key that'll give them access to their arm only.
Joining me now is David Joyce, the Senior Marketing Manager at Dalbora. And David, with Port of Airlie being part of the network, what do you see the advantages?
I think, Mark, you really nailed it on the head with the word network. As Australia's largest marina network, we have the opportunity to offer our customer base an extensive operation up and down the East Coast. And with that, we're seeing a lot more of our customers travel, so we give them the ability to offer berthing in different locations, boatyard facilities as they travel should they need it, fuel. So I think that the network is one of our core strengths. Secondly, our customer focus. We have a very strong customer focus on providing dedicated servicing to our customers. We do that through a dedicated member and guest services team. They operate 7 days a week throughout the network. So I think the fact that our members can phone or email and make direct contact, that's really important on that. Thirdly, I think our member benefits that we offer to our customers, and that might be a range of things through the network. So it's reciprocal berthing rights that we offer, marked down fuel pricing, fuel and berth assist. So if someone's having trouble getting in and out of the berth, always nice to have one of the team to come down and assist with the ropes.
I noticed you have a Dalbora app now as well. Tell us about that.
Yeah, look, we really love the Dalbora app. Really, it just expands what you can do on our website, but in a more personal way. So if you're on the boat and you're coming in and you want to know more about a marina, you want to book a marina berth, it can be done on the app. You can get a boatyard quote through our boatyards, which is fantastic. Showcases all sites with marina maps and the footprint, so live fuel pricing. Yeah, so it's just a fantastic opportunity to have that we can offer our members.
Dalbora Marinas is the largest marina network in Australia. There's 2 in the heart of Melbourne, along with Martha Cove on the Mornington Peninsula, 3 on Sydney Harbour, including Rushcutters Bay, Nelson Bay and Akuna Bay on the New South Wales coast, Horizon Shores on the Gold Coast, and of course Port of Airlie. The network is continuing to expand too. Right now there are over 3,000 berths for vessels up to 50 metres. And that's also important for the boating industry as a whole, because boating facilities and boat storage definitely stimulate boat sales. Speaking of which, Dalbora also offers its own new and used boat brokerage division as part of its holistic services. A number of the marinas also offer full boatyard facilities for slipping, refits and general maintenance. It's not just your boat that can live in the Whitsundays. In fact, why let it have all the fun? Joining me now is Andrew Foster, who looks after sales at Port of Airlie. And Andrew, can you tell us about the sort of people you see being attracted to this region?
Mark, it's literally all Australians. We do have a very good international group of people who visit the Whitsundays, but Australians know their own backyard and love their own backyard first and foremost. They travel well abroad, but they also travel very well within Australia. And when you come to the Whitsundays, there's an aquatic presence with the islands and the ability to get out on your boats and vessels and enjoy something which most Australians know is there, but very rarely get to experience.
What are some of the opportunities that you have to buy a slice of paradise?
The opportunities are apartments, land, built form houses and marina berths. So we have a very diverse range of product within a very small area in the centre of town, which is remarkably unusual for a facility in an area like this.
And we've talked about the network that Dalbora has. What are some of the advantages from your perspective?
Well, we found because most people from around Australia do cover to come to the Whitsundays, there was a synergy which was formed straight away. People from Victoria sitting in 10 degrees and we're talking to them on the phone up here in 26 degrees tend to want to be up here. They love their boating down south, but they can boat longer and better and warmer in the Whitsundays. Sydney's the same. Sydney Harbour's beautiful, geographically and world renowned, but the freedom of the islands and the beaches and the ambience that Airlie Beach offers, it takes us back to a little bit of old Australia, which I think a lot of the demographic still covered and love. Dalbora has given us reach within all of those areas and synergies with the berths, we have built form property. So we get inquiries from our brokers, we get inquiries from our marina managers, filtering up, seeing our clients would like to visit the Whitsundays or look at purchasing. And the Port of Airlie is very lucky to have such a good reach group with all of their marinas available for us to cross-network with.
There are definitely major advantages in being a member or guest of Dalbora, Australia's largest marina network. You're never far from assistance or a safe sanctuary. And that dockmaster would be a welcome sight when you arrive after a long ocean voyage. You can buy your boat, store your boat, maintain your boat and refuel your boat, not to mention grabbing a bite to eat and having a hot shower all in one location. I have to add, Port of Airlie is the jewel in the crown as it sits right next to Australia's premier cruising destination. Out there are 74 tropical islands, not to mention the magical Great Barrier Reef. I'm Mark Rothfield for Club Marine TV. Catch you next time.